Hello friends, our today's topic is calendar. In this topic they will ask you questions like, first they will give you date and you have to find day of a week. For example, 15th July 2019, for this particular date you have to find day. Second way of asking question is, they will give you year, for example 2010. This 2010 calendar same as which year calendar. And the third way of asking question is, they will give you reference date or day and they will ask you to calculate some other day. About this calendar topic, these three types of problems are more important in calendars topic. Throughout this calendar topic, we are going to use a odd day concept. What is meant by odd day concept? In a given period, the number of days more than the complete weeks is called odd days. I am repeating once. In a given period, the number of days more than the complete weeks is called odd days. For example, 17 days. In 17 days, how many odd days are there? We have to check. We have to write the 17 days as complete weeks. So if I write in terms of complete weeks, I will get 2 weeks plus 3 days. Apart from complete weeks, 3 days are remaining. These 3 days is called odd days. So these 3 days is called 3 odd days. Now I am going to check how many odd days are there in 21 days. So I can write 21 days as 3 weeks plus 0 days. So apart from complete weeks, remaining days are called odd days. So in 21 days, there will be a 0 odd days. Now I am going to check how many odd days are there in leap year. Leap year means 366 days. If I write it as complete weeks means 52 weeks, 2 days. How to write 366 days in complete weeks means we have to divide with 7. If I divide with 7, I will get 52 and the remainder is 2. So 52 weeks and 2 days. So in leap year 366 days, I can write it as 52 weeks and 2 days. Apart from complete weeks, there will be 2 extra days. These 2 extra days is called 2 odd days. In non-leap year, there will be 365 days. If I write in terms of complete weeks, I can write it as 52 weeks and 1 day. So this extra day is called odd day. So in non-leap year, there will be 1 odd day. Okay. Now I am going to teach how leap year concept came. 1 year means 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, 46 seconds. If I approximate 5 hours, 48 minutes, 46 seconds, I can write it as 6 hours or 1/4th day. So in 1 year, 365 days and 6 hours approximately. So in second year also 365 days, 6 hours approximately. Third year also 365 days, 6 hours. Fourth year also 365 days, 6 hours. If I add these 6 hours, I am going to get 1 extra day. 1 day extra I am getting. So this extra day I am adding to this fourth year. So I am going to get 365 days, 366 days. I am going to get 366 days in fourth year. That too, this particular 1 day I am going to adjust in February month. In normal year, in February month, there will be 28 days. Because of this reason, I am adding this extra day in February month. So I am going to get 29 days in fourth year. Means that is but in a leap year. Now I am going to discuss very important concept. To tell any year is leap year or not. For example, 2100, 2000, 1800, 1600. Apart from these 4 years, which and all years are leap year? These years are called century year. These years are ending with 2 zeros. For century year, we have to check leap year or not. Means we have to divide with 400. We have to divide with 400. Why we have to divide with 400? I will tell very shortly. If I divide with 400, this not gives remainder 0. So this is not a leap year. This will give remainder as 0. So this is a leap year. This is also not give remainder 0. So this is also not leap year. This will give remainder as 0. So it is a leap year. For century year, we have to divide with 400. If remainder is 0, then that year is leap year. Otherwise, that is not a leap year. For normal years, we have to divide with 4. Why? Because leap year comes every 4 years. So we have to divide with 4. If I divide with 4, divisibility rules. If I divide with 4, I am going to get remainder is 0 here. So this is a leap year. Using divisibility rule 4, we have to check last two digits. So this is not a leap year. This is not a leap year. This is not a leap year. Okay. For century years, if you want to check it is leap year or not, we have to divide with 400. For normal years, we have to divide with 4. Earth takes 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, 46 seconds to revolve around the sun. But what we are doing is, we are approximating it as 365 days and 6 hours. Means 365 days and quarter day. Every year 365 days and 6 hours. If I consider for 4 years, this 6 hours become 1 day. So that 1 day I am adding in February month, and that particular year I am calling it as leap year. Because of this approximation, I am losing 11 minutes 14 seconds. Instead of 5 hours 48 minutes 46 seconds, I took 6 hours. So I took 11 minutes 14 seconds more. So this 11 minutes 14 seconds I have to adjust somewhere. So what I am doing is, for this 11 minutes 14 seconds per year, so I am multiplying with 400 years. Like every year 11 minutes 14 seconds. If I multiply with 400 means I will get 11 into 400 means 4400 minutes. 14 seconds into 400 means 5600 minutes seconds. Now I want to convert this 4400 minutes into hours. How to convert minutes into hours? 1 hour means 60 minutes. So if I divide with 60, I am going to get 73.33 hours. So the seconds first I am converting into minutes means I will get 93.33 minutes. Again, if I convert these into hours means I will get 1 hour 33 minutes. If I add these two, I am going to get approximately 75 hours. 75 hours means approximately 3 days. So in every year I took 11 minutes 14 seconds. So I am adjusting this 11 minutes 14 seconds. In 1 year I took 11 minutes 14 seconds more. If I consider this 11 minutes 14 seconds for 400 years, I am going to get 3 days. So in 400 years I am getting 3 days. So I have to remove these 3 days from 400 years. For example, if I take 2000 year to 2400 years, this is 400 year time span. In this time I have to adjust these 3 days. So what I am going to do is 2100th year and 2200th year and 2300th year. In February, actually in these 3 years there will be 29 days, but to adjust these 3 days I am going to remove that one day in February. So these years, initially these 3 years was leap year. When I while adjusting these 3 years, to adjust these 3 years I am removing one day from February month. So these 3 years are not leap years now. This is the reason why we have to divide with 400. For century year we have to divide with 400. For normal year we have to divide with 4 to tell that particular year is leap year or not. In leap year there will be 2 odd days. In non-leap year there will be 1 odd day. Now I am going to check how many odd days are there in 100 years. In 100 years, every 4 years 1 leap year. So if I divide with 4, I am going to get 25 leap years and 75 non-leap years. But non-leap years. Now, but thing is, 100th year is not a leap year. 100th year is not leap year. Why? Because 100th year is a century year. To tell century year is leap year or not, we have to divide with 400. If I divide with 400, I won't get remainder 0. So 100th year is not a leap year. So that 1 year we have to remove. So 24 leap years and 100th year is not leap year. So I have to add 1 year here. So 76 non-leap years. In out of 100 years, there will be 24 leap years, 76 non-leap years. In 24 leap years, 1 leap year, 2 odd days. So 24 leap years means 48 odd days. In this is 76 non-leap years, and 1 non-leap year we have 1 odd day. So 76 odd days. If I add both, I am going to get 124 odd days. Again, this is 124 odd days. I have to write in complete weeks. So if I write, so I am going to get, otherwise I have to divide with 7 directly. The shortcut means I have to divide with 7. If I divide with 7, I am going to get, if I divide with 7, I am going to get 7 ones are 7 sevens are plus 5 days are extra. So the remainder is 5. So this remainder 5 is called odd days. So 5 odd days. In 100 years there will be 5 odd days. In 100 years there will be 5 odd days. 200 years means 10 odd days. 10 is more than 7, so I have to divide with 7. So I will get 7 ones are 3 remainder. So in 200 years there will be 3 odd days. 3 odd days. In 1 year there will be 5 odd days, means in 100 years there will be 5 odd days, means in 300 years there will be 15 odd days. If I divide with 7, I am going to get 7 twos are and remainder is 1. So again 1 odd day. 1 odd day in 300 years. In 100 years 5 odd days, means in 400 years 20 odd days. But 400th year, 200th year, 100th year, 300th year is not a leap year, but 400th year is leap year. Because of that reason, we are going to get one more extra odd day. So 21 odd days. If I divide with 7, I am going to get remainder as 0. So in 400 years there will be 0 odd days. 0 odd days. In leap year, there will be a 2 odd days. In non-leap year, there will be a 1 odd day. In 100 years, there will be a 5 odd days. In 200 years, there will be a 3 odd days. In 300 years, there will be a 1 odd day. And 400 years, there will be a 0. In leap year, 2 odd days. Non-leap year, 1 odd day. In 100 years, 5 odd days. 200 years, 3. 300 years, 1. 400 years, 0 odd days. In months, in January, there will be 31 days. If I divide with 7, I am going to get 3 as remainder. So in January, there will be 3 odd days. In February, if it is leap year, in February, there will be 29 days. If I divide with 7, I am going to get remainder 1. So in February, there will be a 1 odd day if it is leap year. If it is non-leap year, 0 odd days. Why? Because in February, there will be 28 days. March, 3 odd days. April, 2. May, 3. June, 2. July 3, August 3, September 2, October 3, November 2, December 3. In December, 31 days. If I divide with 7, I am going to get remainder as 3. So 3 odd days. I hope you know how to find odd day of any month. These all are the week codes. If you get 0 odd days, then your answer is Sunday. If it is 1 odd days, then Monday. 2 Tuesday. 3 Wednesday. 4 Thursday. 5 Friday. 6 Saturday. Now we are ready to solve problems. Now we are starting problems. Okay. What is the day of the week on 28th May 2006? Solution 2006 May 28th. Okay. If you listen this video carefully, means no need of remembering any code. You can solve any questions in calendar without code. Okay. Here 2006 means 2006th year is running. 2000 till 2005 years completed, right? 2005 years completed. So I can write it as 2000 years plus 5 years. 2005 years completed. 2006th year is running. In 2006th year, January completed, February completed, March completed, April completed, May is not completed. May till 28th. May till 28th. Okay. Now I can write. Now I will write odd days. 2000 years means 0 odd days. Like 400 years having 0 odd days means 800 also having 0, 1200 also having 0, 2000 also having 0 odd days. Now I have to find how many leap years are there out of these 5 years. 1 leap year and 4 non-leap year. How to find leap year, you know, right? Here just 5 years, so directly we can write 1 leap year. If it is big number, we have to divide with 4 and we have to write. Okay. In January, there will be 3 odd days. Why? Because in January 31 days, if I divide with 7, I am going to get remainder 3. So 3 odd days. February. While calculating odd days for February, we have to check that year is leap year or not. 2006 year is not leap year, so February having 28 days. So if I divide with 7, I am going to get remainder 0. So 0 odd days. March 31 days, 3 odd days. April 30 days, 2 odd days. May till 28th. Okay. Now 1 leap year means 2 odd days. Already we found. 4 normal years means each normal year having 1 day means 4 normal year means like non-leap year. Non-leap year means 4 odd days. Now if I divide with 7, I am going to get 7 4s are 28 and 0 is remainder. So here I will get 0 odd days. Okay. Now I am going to add all odd days. 2 plus 4 6, 9 12 14 odd days I got. 14 odd days. Again, this 14 days I can write it as 2 weeks and 0 odd days. Means if I divide with 7, 2 and 0 as 0 is remainder, so 0 odd days. 0 odd 0 odd days. 0 odd days means what? Sunday. 0 odd days means what? Sunday is the answer. On 28th May 2006, Sunday. Second question. What was the day of the week on 17th June 1998? 1998 June 17th. 1998 means 1998 year is running, and so 1997 years are completed, so I can write it as 1900 years plus 97 years completed, and 98th year is running. In 98th year, January completed, February completed, March completed, April completed, May completed, June till 17th. Okay, now I can write 1900 as 1600 plus 300. Now I have to calculate in this 97 years how many leap years are there and how many non-leap years are there. How to calculate? If every 4 years one leap year means if I divide with 4, I am going to get 97 divided by 4 means I am going to get 24 and remainder 1. So 24 leap years and plus remaining 73 non-leap years. Okay, now I am going to calculate odd days. For 1600 years there will be 0 odd days, right? For 300 years we know, we already found 1 odd day. 1 odd day. 24 leap years means each leap year having 2 odd days means 48 odd days, and 73 non-leap year means each non-leap year having 1 odd day means 73 odd days. January having 3 odd days. February, this 1998 year is not leap year, so February having 28 days, so 0 odd days. March having 3 odd days, April having 2 odd days, May having 3 odd days, June till 17th. Okay. Now again, if I add all the odd days and I can divide with 7 and I can get. One more way is I will simplify here itself. If I divide with 7, I am going to get remainder as 6 plus 6, 7 6 are 42, 6 is remainder, so 6 odd days. 73, if I divide with 7, I am going to get 3 as remainder. 17, if I divide with 7, 7 to the 14 means 3 odd days, means 3 is remainder, 3 odd days. Okay, now I am going to add all odd days. 1 plus 6, 7, 7 plus 3, 10, 13, 16, 18, 21, 24. Total 24 odd days. Again I have to divide with 7, so I am going to get 7 3s are 21 and 3 as remainder. So finally I got 3 odd days. 3 odd days means Wednesday. Wednesday is the answer. On 17th June 1998, Wednesday. Third question. The first 3 questions and this third questions belongs to first type of problem, means They will give you a date and you have to find day. Okay, this is the last problem in this type. I am going to find August 15th 1947, what day. So 1947 August 15th. Okay, now 1947 means 1946 year completed, so I can write 1900 plus 46 year plus 47th year is running. Jan is completed, January completed, February, March, April, May, June, July and August 15 till August 15th. Okay, till August 15th. Now I can write the 1900 year as 1600 plus 300. And in 46 years, how many leap years are there? I have to check. How to check? If I divide with 4, I am going to get 11 leap years and 35 non-leap years. Okay, now I am going to write how many odd days are there. In 1600 years, there will be 0 odd days. In 300 years, we know that 1 odd day. 11 leap years means each leap year having 2 odd days means 22 odd days. 35 normal years means each normal year having 1 odd day means 35. January having 3 odd days. February, well, we have to find 1947 is leap year or not. 1947 is not leap year. So February having 28 days, so 0 odd days. March 3, April 2, May 3, June 2, July 3, August till 15th. Okay, now I am going to simplify. It's more than 7, so I will divide with 7. So I will get remainder as 1, so 1 odd day for this. If I divide with 7, 7 5s are 35, remainder is 0, so 0 odd days. If I divide with 7, again I am going to get here 1 odd day. Now I am going to add all the odd days. 1, 2, 5, 8, 10, 13, 15, 18, 19. 19 odd days I got. If I divide with 7, 2's plus how much? 5 is the remainder. So finally I got 5 odd days. Finally I got 5 odd days. 5 odd days means Friday. Friday is the answer. Friday is the. So if you learn along with concept means no need of remembering any code. No need of remembering any code. Question number 4. What is the maximum gap between 2 successive birthdays? Here asking maximum gap. Okay, this is the most important question and most of the students will do wrong. Okay, here you pause the video and give your answer. After that you cross check your answer with my answer. Okay, now for example I am taking one guy born on 1896 February 29th. Okay, one guy born on 1996 February 29. Okay, so 1896 is a leap year. Okay, it having February 29 days. Okay, now next 1897, so it is not a leap year, so February having 28 days only. Okay, February having 28 days only, so he won't get birthday here. 1898. So 1898 also not a leap year. So here also he won't get his birthday. 1899. So the 1899 also not a leap year. He won't get his birthday here. And 1900th year. Okay, this is the century year. To find it is leap year or not, we have to find with we have to divide with 400. Why we have to divide with 400? I told reasoning, right? What is the reason behind it? I told. So if I divide with 400, I won't get remainder 0. So this is not a leap year. Okay. After that, 1901. So this is also not a leap year. So in February, we won't get 29 days. 1902, also not leap year, we won't get. 1903, also not a leap year, we won't get February 29 days. 1904 is a leap year, February having 29 days. Okay, he will celebrate his birthday here. So how many years gap? 8 years. 8 years. So what is the maximum gap between two successive birthdays? Means 8 years. What is the maximum gap between two leap years? Means 8 years. We will tell every 4 years leap year will occur. This is wrong. This is wrong. Almost right, but it is, if we talk strictly, it is wrong. Okay. Sometimes leap years will occur after 8 years. Okay.